much, Prime Minister. I will now open the floor for questions. I will take one question each from each Bida House. You may indicate by using the raised hand feature. Our first reporter is Edmund Campbell. I suspect Edmund is from the Gleaner Company. Mr. Campbell, you may go ahead with your question, please. I'm not hearing Edmund.
Good evening, Mr. Morgan. Good evening, Mr. Prime Minister. Are you hearing me?
Yes, we're hearing you. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
All right. Mr. Prime Minister, you've spoken to a number of issues of the accountability framework, codes of conduct, and so on. My question to you, Mr. Prime Minister, the certification of your 2021 statutory declaration, it is yet to be done. The Commission, in a tweet, said that the Integrity Commission, that is, said it is not in a position to certify your statutory declaration, and in the circumstances will be unable to comment any further on the issue. In the interest of public interest, Mr. Prime Minister, could you provide us with a response as to why your statutory declaration at this time, for some time now, has not been published or gazetted?
It is also of a concern to me. I'm not aware of the reasons. I have been written to with a letter basically with the same content of the tweet. So I am not in a position to say what the issue of the Integrity Commission is. However, just to be clear, the Integrity Commission has a duty to thoroughly investigate and ensure that whatever is presented to them is verified and validated. So I suspect that they are in that process, and I can only await the completion of that process.
2014, we have on record that the Prime Minister had to be reported to the parliamentary leader. 2014, his declaration was not cleared. 2016, it was late, and as I said earlier, that's an offense under the law. 2017, this is after 1 year of being the Prime Minister, wasn't cleared. 2018, which was also published in 2019, there was no adverse report. 2019, late in publication. 2020, so in 2019, 2 months late. 2020, 5 months late. 2021, 9 months late. In 2021, we got that in January of this year. So I would say the first time that this happened, one would say it's concerning. Twice it's disturbing. 3 times it's alarming. By the time you get to the 4th, there's a pattern here. And by the time you get to the 5th, if we count from 2014, we have what is an entrenched and dangerous practice. The Prime Minister of Jamaica needs to say to the country, I would say tomorrow in the Parliament, what is happening.
The People's National Party is appalled by the unprecedented news that the head of government of Jamaica, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, has been referred to the Director of Corruption Prosecutions for possible charges after a multi-million-dollar corruption investigation. This referral by the Integrity Commission is based on their investigation and report to Parliament implicating Prime Minister Holness in allegations of conflicts of interest regarding tens of millions of dollars of contracts awarded to close associates of his from as far back as 2009 when he was Minister of Education. This revelation exposes our country to international embarrassment. A head of government should be beyond reproach, and it is unacceptable that he has been besmirched by accusations of this kind of impropriety. That the country's principal integrity and anti-corruption body, the Integrity Commission, has found sufficient evidence to refer our Prime Minister for potential prosecution places Jamaica in an untenable position. This devastating news is unfortunately consistent with the Prime Minister's troubling history with the Integrity Commission, including their inability to certify his 2021 statutory declaration of his assets, liabilities, and income. Furthermore, to date, Prime Minister Holness has failed to sign the Integrity Commission's Leadership Code of Conduct. I and other leaders within the People's National Party have already signed that instrument, declaring our commitment to the highest standards of governance and probity in public life. The opposition believes the implications of this Integrity Commission report to be potentially crippling for the government. The international community and multilateral agencies will have significant misgivings about dealing with a country whose head of government has the implications of this situation hanging over its head.